friends, Heidi here from Rain Country. God is good all the time. And I'm here today to talk about some common YouTube glitches, just some tips that you might need to know, some scams to watch out for, and more. And the first thing I want to cover are the scams you got to watch out for. So this is common. A lot of you have heard of it. You've seen me post about it. And I know some people think you're more worried about me, but it's actually you that I worry about more, because what this scam is that you'll have people that will copy an account, and all they do is take your avatar photo and the name and just create an account. And then they'll go and start spamming comment sections with various things, you know, the WhatsApp thing. And there was the most recent one that we dealt with was they were giving out phone numbers. And so it looks like it's me saying, oh, I can help you get rich quick, or whatever it was that it was saying. I'll put a picture of the comment that was going around at that time. And I did, and like I said, I made that post and people were like, oh, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Now, when it comes to me, it's really not that big a deal. It's just a matter of me going through, finding all the comments, removing them all, and then blocking that account, and then just watching for more of that kind of stuff to happen again. So here's the thing, is those are scams, and they're trying to get you to go call this number by pretending they're me or whatever channel it is you're following. It happens on all channels, especially channels that have at least 100,000 subscribers or more. You're going to see that a lot. It's very common. And so it's important to know what to look for. Usually if you see something that just seems out of the norm anyway. So for me personally, you'll never see me post my phone number publicly because I have to keep it private. I have to have some forms of communication, just like I have a separate email account. So I have to have some things that are separated from YouTube, and I'll never post my phone number. I have email. Anytime you need to get a contact with me, or you're concerned because you see something like that and you're not sure if it's me, email me. Always email. Don't try to go through Facebook. Even if you see open accounts like my Facebook pages or my Heidi Rain Country Facebook page, those are all open. Still, I haven't shut them down because I might need them for important announcements, but I'm not in there and I don't have time to check for private messages in any of these places. That's why I'm always giving you my email address. So email me if you're ever concerned. You see some weird comment and you're not sure if it's me, and it looks like I'm talking directly to you because it was a reply under one of your comments. So you see the phone number, that's a dead giveaway. If you see me making promises for you to make it big, that's not me, and most likely it's not any other channel either. Some other ways that you can tell is that I'm going to compare two comments. One is a real comment I made, and then another one is the one that I was talking about, that most recent one. And I'm going to put them right here so you can look at them side by side. One thing that you'll notice quite commonly is that the text, the font of the text, looks a little bit different. And it's just a little off. It's not the common YouTube text you'll see. And when it comes to any verified YouTube account, so anyone that has 100,000 subscribers or more that has had their channel verified, what you'll see is their channel name will be highlighted. And you'll notice in these images, I always use a black background. So for you, if you're using the classic white background, it'll look a little bit different than what I'm showing you. But because I use a black background, then my channel name is highlighted in gray, light gray or white. I can't remember which. And then you'll also see just to the right of my channel name, a check mark. That's one way to know it's me. But if you're still not certain, because like when I make a community post, I'm the only one that can make a community post. Anyone can comment under it, but I'm the only one that can make the main post. So I think that's why they don't show all the highlight and the check mark next to it on my specific post. But in the comments under that, you'll be able to see it's me by the way my comments look. But if you're still not certain, whether it be me or somebody else's channel, or maybe that channel isn't verified so they don't get the highlight with the check mark, then all you have to do is click on that channel name. If it takes you to a blank page that says no videos, or maybe there's one video, maybe they have 1, 2, or 0 subscribers, that's not going to be me, and it's not going to be the channel that you're following on a regular basis, because you should see all of their content showing up when you go to the channel. If it's a blank page, it's fake account. then at that point you can report them if you wish. It's good for me to know because those come in, those always show up on replies, so I don't always see them. I don't always get notifications for replies. So I stumbled across some because they showed up as a reply, but not all of them did. So I was able to go through and use some keyword searches in my comment section and find all of the spam and then delete them one by one, because even though I can block and hide that person, a lot of times those comments will still stay showing. So I do try to get right on it as soon as I see it, but this is good for you to know all the way across the board, because it's not all channels pay attention to that stuff, and it happens all the time because either they don't have time or they don't know how to look for it. So anyway, that was the number one thing I wanted to cover. Next, let's talk about a few other things. Some things are glitches, some things are intentional, set up by YouTube for a reason. What a lot of people don't realize that don't have a channel, that aren't content creators, is that the content creator themselves, YouTube gives us actually a special section where all of our comments from any video, even if it's one from 5-6 years ago up to the current, the comments show in order of the most recent down to the older in order on any video or any community post. So we have a place that we can go and see all the comments and reply to them in one place. That, however, does not mean that some comments don't slip by, because this is one of the weird glitches. Sometimes when somebody makes a comment, it can take hours for that comment, or even longer, for that comment to actually show in any, whether it be under the video or in that comment section at all. It's very bizarre that this happens. And so sometimes I find out later, I happen to go into that particular video looking for something and I see a comment show up that I never saw before, and it might be months, even years old when I happen to see it. If you're asking me an important question, you're not getting an answer, it's simply because your comment somehow took too long to get through and it got missed. So, because I'm only going to scroll down so far when I'm going through the comments and double checking things. And so sometimes I'll catch them then and sometimes I don't, because I don't have time to go through pages and pages. Just email me. That's always the best thing to do. It's not a bad idea to ask questions publicly on YouTube, because if I can see it and answer it, then I like that, especially if I have a video I can link you to, or somebody else has that same question, then that's great, then they can see it too. But if you're not getting an answer, just go ahead and email. It simply means I missed your comment. So with that in mind though, here's some other things that, because there's still some newish things to YouTube, such as giving content creators the ability to give comments a heart. And I like to do that so I can acknowledge that I did see that comment. And it's not just, sometimes I may not love the comment, but I think it might be good interaction, or I appreciate the interaction, whether I agree with it or not. And it shows the person that I did read their comment. However, if you edit your comment after I've done that, YouTube takes that little heart away. So I want you to know that, because I noticed one person actually commented and said, "What? No love from Rain Country?" And the reason YouTube does that, anytime that I give a comment a heart, then when I go back into the comment section, automatically it defaults to comments I have not replied to. So if the heart is on there and it stays there, that means it won't show up in there. But when YouTube takes that away, it makes it show up again, unless I've actually replied to it in a reply. But it will make it show up as a comment that I haven't read yet. And so that shows me that, oh, they edited it, and I'm glad that they do that. Because I had one person make a good comment, but then they went back and changed it after I gave it a heart and added some really pretty rude sentence in there after that. And so it's like, okay, well, I'm glad YouTube took the heart away, because I didn't know that they went in and changed that. So at that point, I did reply to their comment, and I didn't give them a heart again after that. So just because the heart disappears and you happen to notice that later after you've edited it, that wasn't me that took it away. It's YouTube, just to make sure that I'm more likely to see that the comment has been edited. I figured that out. That is a fairly new thing that they started doing. And then the other thing about comments is that I have some certain settings. Now, every channel is going to be different, but I have my settings so that anything that includes a link automatically goes into held for review. It's not that I don't allow links, it's that I want a chance to see what it is, because people will come in and put anything. And there's certain things out there that I don't want showing up on my channel, especially if there's young people reading through this stuff. And so you might be surprised, and I don't click on those links. I can tell just by seeing them what they are. And so I'm glad those go into held for review. That way I can go in there and delete it and nobody sees it. And then you also get people that are just trying to spam people that, oh, here, come do this and go to this channel there and that. You know, it's not people trying to give helpful information to another channel. It's people spamming. And depending on what it is, I may or may not allow it. But then there's the other mistake that people make, that because of that setting, even if they don't put a link in their comment, it causes it to go into held for review automatically, because they don't put a space between the end of the sentence where they put the period and the start of the next sentence. So what happens is YouTube automatically sees that dot, you know, that word, dot, and another word as a link. It just reads it as a link. It goes into held for review. So if your comment disappears, it's probably simply in held for review, and I just need to go approve it and make sure, okay, this is, you know, there's no bad words in here, blah, blah, blah. Because that's the other thing. I have a lot of words that are blocked, you know, a lot of profanities. Sometimes I'll go ahead and approve of certain ones if the comment is a good comment. But you know, if it's a mild profanity, I may go ahead and allow it, but certain ones I don't allow, period. And then there's another one where comments just never show up ever. They just disappear. I have no idea where they go. They just go somewhere into no man's land, and I can't find them anywhere. I think it's very bizarre, because sometimes I'll see them show up in notifications and they're there. And I know sometimes people just change their mind and go back and delete the comment. But then I go look and held for review, it's not there. And I've had people say, I keep trying to leave this comment and my comment is disappearing. So I go look for them and I can't find them. And I can search for anybody's comments just by their name. I can go into a special place where I do a search just for that person's name or a certain keyword, and all of their comments will show up in one place where I can see them, which is also very, very helpful. Okay, and then another one, again, I've covered this in other videos, and I'm going to link back to this particular one because I go into detail at how you can adjust the speed of any video you're watching. So if you want to speed it up so you can get through it faster but still hear everything that's being said or see everything that's being said, you can adjust the speed for faster. Or for those people that complain that I talk too fast, you can slow the speed down so that you can catch everything I'm saying without, you know, feeling like you're going dizzy because I talk too fast. But believe it or not, there's people that still speed me up, even though a lot of you think that I talk too fast. So I'll link to that video so you can learn how to adjust the speed in the playback of any video across YouTube. And the same goes for the closed captions. I get people from all over the world that want me to translate all of my videos into their language. So how many hundreds of languages are there, and how much time do I have to put each one in every single language when I have well over 1,500 videos out there? No, it's not happening. But you can do that yourself by simply selecting closed captions and then selecting your own language. However, that brings me to another weird glitch. Every so often, there will be a video where the closed caption is not given. And I have no idea why, because I never, ever, ever shut that off. I don't know if it's a glitch. I don't know if it's intentional. I'm sorry when that happens, but I can't do anything about that. I've tried to fix it. I don't know why it happens at all. And then the other weird glitch that goes right hand in hand with that is maybe the closed caption is allowed, but for some reason it's only showing in Korean and you can't select another language. Again, it's a weird glitch that happens on a video every so often. I don't know why that is. Again, something I've tried to fix and I just can't do it. Anyway, if you're watching this and you don't know how to use closed caption and you don't understand English, it's probably not going to help you, but hopefully there'll be enough of it that people understand. Now, a few other things, glitches that tend to happen to a lot of followers and channels is that for some reason they get unsubscribed. I don't know why that happens. It's been an ongoing glitch. It happens all the time. It's been going on for years. And maybe it's not a glitch, maybe it is. I've heard people say, well, if you're inactive in that channel, you're not getting in there and commenting and watching their videos, then YouTube will eventually just delete you as a follower. But I don't think that's the case, because I have channels that I'm still subscribed to, even though I almost never watch their videos because I don't have time. But I stay subscribed to them just so I can at least stay in touch with them in some form or be reminded that they're there. And I haven't been unsubscribed, but I have been unsubscribed from other channels that I didn't intentionally unsubscribe from. So it's always best, if you happen to be seeing this because it showed up in a recommended video, double check and make sure you're still subscribed, because that can happen. If you're not seeing videos come out from me 5 days a week, because I always have 5 videos coming out every week, then you're likely unsubscribed. So check your subscription status. And I also recommend, I don't always forget to say this one, to click the little gray bell so you can be notified whenever I have a new post or a new video that comes out. And again, that goes for any of your favorite channels. You can do that with, and you should, if it's really important for you to stay up on what they're doing. And then one thing I try to mention in quite a few videos, and I even have a separate video on how to do this, is how to open the description box. New people come into YouTube all the time and they don't have any idea how to find the links. I'll say links down below, and I don't every single video explain how to do this. So I try to get it out there as much as possible. So whenever a channel tells you that you can find this, that, or the other thing in this description box down below, if you just scroll down, especially if you're on a smart device, you're not going to find it unless they put it in a pinned comment. So opening the description box and knowing how to do that is going to be very important all the way across the board, no matter what channel you're following, because a lot of times they're linking you back to other videos, because I do that a lot, giving you links to specific things, or sharing with you other channels that they recommend, or even just have their contact information, such as their email address. So how you go about that is, if you are on a regular computer, laptop, desktop, whatever it is, then right down here in this corner, you'll see the channel name, and under that channel name, you should see in all caps the words "Show More." Click on that. Click on the part that says "Show More," and boom, that'll open up the description box, and you can scroll through there and see all the information put in there. Now, if you're on a smart device, it works differently. It's actually on this opposite side over here, and it looks like a little gray arrow. Sometimes it looks like a triangle. I think it depends on the actual device you're on, whether it be Android, iPhone, whatever it is. Click on that, just touch that. That will open up the description box so you can find the links and so on that we're always talking about that are down below, and you're going, where are they? I can't find them. Well, that's how you find them right there. So I think I covered all the little tips and the glitches and the whatnots that I meant to cover in this particular video that I hope helps you. And any other ideas, things maybe I forgot to mention, questions you have, put those in the comments down below and I'll try to get to those as soon as possible. Or if it's just something you want to share with fellow viewers that they might want to know, then go ahead and share that as well. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.